Yo, what's up, folks? SK here, and today we have some new development update news from the team behind Bless Unleashed. Now, going into this, we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and say this right now. I'm not looking to be very positive about any of this because of recent events, but yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and go into this, and we're gonna give you our honest opinion on this as it runs down. So, before starting off this April update, let's begin by expressing our profound gratitude to all of our amazing players for their patience and constant support. We realize that April kicked off with a bang, but not necessarily the type of bang we're all hoping for. That's an understatement. An explanation on the recent events. To start things off, let us address the elephant in the room. The recent server downtimes and frequent maintenance. Due to a string of unexpected and surprisingly unrelated bugs that had previously gone undetected, our team were in a constant battle to quickly repair and resolve issues while limiting any possible ripple effects. Unfortunately, in execution, this turned into a scenario where multiple maintenances were required. All the teams here at Round 8 Studio and Bandai Namco Entertainment America agreed that service interruptions are unacceptable. Not only are we conducting a comprehensive investigation, but have also implemented improvements into our monitoring systems. At the end of the day, our highest priority is to offer the most stable service to our community, and we need to do better for you. Outside of the recent server downtime, there is also the topic of bugs and just how widespread some of them were. From Lumina balances being incorrectly calculated to dungeons being unavailable for a period of time, there's no getting around the fact that there was some crazy stuff going on and difficult choices of how to appropriately respond. Again, we understand that all these things are unacceptable, and are doing everything in our power to ensure situations like this can be avoided in the future. Alright, so I'm warning you right now, my brain does a thing where it likes to ad-lib in words for some reason that are not there, and I guess try to restructure the sentence, but it doesn't work out. So I'm probably going to be repeating a few of these things 3 or 4 times, not even that many times. I'm probably just going to cut it if it gets to that point. But just letting you know that's what happens. So we're on game-related thoughts and updates. While all hands on deck have been focused on getting the game back to a reliable state, we also haven't forgotten about the fantastic feedback we've been receiving from our players. From our official Twitter at Bless Unleashed to our active Discord, which both are hyperlinked in the article if you haven't been a part of either one of those communities. It's tough for the team to respond to every single piece of feedback, but it's all being read and pushed through the team for consideration. Today we want to take some time to talk about a few points that seem to be hot points in the community. Now, when they say hot points in the community, they mean the things that the community's been bitching about the most. And, of course, one of them is going to be the enhancement system. And below that, you see PvP. Now, they seem to gloss over the fact that people have been talking about dungeons as well. And that is a very big point to gearing up. Not just enhancement, but getting the actual gear, which is something they just completely glossed over, it looks like. But maybe it's because people are starting to realize that the Abyssal Dungeons actually have a better chance of dropping gear, so we're probably going to want to run the Abyssal Dungeons, except for the fact that you only get 1 key for that per day. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and tackle on some thoughts on the end of the video about that. So the enhancement system. We've read the feedback and understand that the enhancement system still leaves a lot to be desired. From the hair-pulling fail moments to the grinding to getting the materials for an attempt of enhancing your gear, we can understand that changes need to be made, and changes are coming. Our devs are currently working on a system that will put a bumper on the total number of failures possible from their enhancements and other improvements to alleviate the stress that players face during enhancement failures. Most importantly, we're working to make sure these changes not only address the current feedback, but can work as a long-lived system as we move toward the future. Now, they say they're working on it, and I don't expect this system to be perfect as soon as they launch it, but I feel like they're going to drop a system that they think works, but it doesn't work for the players. That's how everything has come out so far. They think a system works, but it doesn't work for the players. And it doesn't work for the players that aren't in the millions of star seeds, rather. Because as long as starseeds are still required to enhance and use the marketplace, starseeds are going to be the one constant material that we can't grind for, that we can't just get on demand of doing something. We can't do something and automatically get it as a reward. So this bumper that they're adding in is not going to fix anything, to be honest, because the requirement of starseeds still being tacked onto the marketplace, still being tacked onto a currency being for everything else in the game, is going to make it so that everything is just going to be a moot point. Once you run out of starseeds, you still won't be able to do anything. Once you run out of starseeds, you can't progress. If you run out of starseeds, you can't post anything on the marketplace because you need to have the amount to post the fee for the starseeds, which means you have to wait for the next day's reset. That puts a complete stop on anything you want to do, especially if you don't have alts that you can just exchange starseeds and then transfer over to your character. And you can't even just transfer over because you still have to put an item on the marketplace, buy the item with another character, or sell the item with another character, which means you still need to have the starseed fee. It's a system that needs to change from starseeds upwards, not just from enhancement upwards. And I don't think they're getting that right now. They're listening to feedback from people that have the starseeds to make enhancements work, but I don't want to say this. They're listening to people that have the starseeds but don't want to use the starseeds in the vast amounts they're using them to make the enhancement work. That's a better way of putting that. Like, people right now are using 1 million starseeds plus trying to get one enhancement going to mythic, and that's 10 enhancements. That's 10 back-to-back enhancements right there, around that number. And it's not worth it to them because, like, first of all, you're still not able to gain those starseeds back once you use them. There's no way to gain those starseeds back. You have to wait for your next reset to get 48,000 starseeds. You have to run a dungeon which you only have 2 keys to open up to sell an item to gain more starseeds. You have to hope a B-ranked item sells and sell multiple of that B-ranked item without someone undercutting you to pretty much dirt to make back those starseeds. And it's just, like I said, a system that needs to change from starseeds up. You can't just change the base enhancement system to where it fails less, or the fact that failures will give you a better chance to succeed, because the problem will still be starseeds in the end. Anyway, moving on from that, PvP. We could probably fill a novel with the amount of feedback and suggestions we've received about the PvP system. There's one thing that we're dedicated to, though. It's the ability to pivot and make changes as needed to ensure the system is not only fair but fun. To that effect, we're preparing a new system where players can automatically flag up for PvP when initiating combat with other players, and can be attacked by other players without defenders worrying about receiving unjustified penalties. Those who successfully kill an instigator will be rewarded honor points, which can be used with other systems. Stay tuned for more details. Now, this goes to the original system of how the game was set up, to where you gain notoriety, and every time they make these PvP changes, they need to roll back the people that are in high notoriety, because the last time they made the changes, those people with high notoriety were stuck at that notoriety, with the only way they can actually lose notoriety is waiting around. As far as I understood it, like, I didn't gain notoriety, so I don't know what the system is personally. I didn't look into it. I don't have enough information from anyone that was notoriety 6 or higher to get that information. I just know from what I was told from a guild member that she's stuck at a high notoriety, which locks her out of most of the game content because she can't go around and do things without being killed by people or attacked by guards. So when they initiate this new PvP system, this new system of you should be able to attack and defend in this crap, that crap, or the other, they need to reset the notoriety system, period. They need to reset that for everyone, every character that's on the game, and let everyone work their way into what system they want to be in. Because people that were going to be outlaws, they wanted the outlaw benefits when they thought there were outlaw benefits. But right now there aren't many outlaw benefits weighing against just being a regular player. And a title isn't enough reason to just go for being outlaw. So, like, there's nothing to being an outlaw, and nothing to keep people from wanting to be outlaw, keeping people to wanting to be outlaw at this point in the game. That's why a lot of players will quit over that. But like I said, another issue, another video. Upcoming content. We're looking forward to sharing details of our first content updates soon. Besides a myriad of improvement behind the scenes to ensure more stability. I keep saying the word stability. I don't know why. It's not even a word. Besides a myriad of improvements behind the scenes to ensure more stability, and blah, I keep doing it, there it goes again. We have a new 5-man dungeon to reveal, a new abyssal dungeon, new blessings to collect, and a ton of other smaller changes and additions and improvements to multiple systems that we can't wait to reveal. Keep your eyes on our channels for some new details on April 21st. That is in 4 days. That is on Monday. Now, if you look at the achievements for the game, you can tell where people are in the game right now. You can tell that not a lot of people have done a lot of things in the game, to be honest. Less than 1%, probably I think 1% by now. Less than 1% or more than 1%, a little bit over 1% of the population is level 30. And I'm guessing that's counting every character ever created throughout all the accounts. I'm not sure if that's just counting like the main character, like the highest level character of the account or whatever. I think that's counting like every single character on every account, even like Smurf accounts, people that are using accounts for alts for whatever reason. I think that's counting like all that. So to me, it's kind of ridiculous that they're adding in more blessings and things like that when it comes to the story. I mean, not the story, but the progression of the game, when they don't let us progress as it is normally. Mostly because of the starseed wall that everyone's going to be facing at some point. Not the super rich people that have like 20 million starseeds sitting in the background right now, but you know, the regular ones of us that have 200,000 starseeds sitting in our inventory, and we're like, if I push for enhancements, that can make me broke. And that's the point I'm sitting at right now. If I go ahead and try to enhance something, I'm going to get frustrated and I'm probably going to go broke. Will I wait for this new starseed enhancement system before I try to get my Max Mythic? I just might, because I know if I spend the starseeds right now, I'm going to fail and lose everything I have and just be annoyed with the rest of the game. And then I'm going to have to work to save up starseeds again. Now, the point of this part was me pulling this up was to show that right now, I'm pretty sure less than 50 people have Nightwind and less than 20 people have Storm Chaser. And nobody has Centurion's Command. Nobody. I am 100% sure no one has Centurion's Command. Now, on to other numbers. I looked at the achievements right now. I just looked at the achievements, and it shows that 0.01% of people in the game are level 40, which means there's one person in the game that's level 40 right now. And 1.06% of people in the game have reached above level 30, have reached level 30, period. Out of the entire population of people in the game, 1.6% of people have reached level 30. And they're already talking about adding more dungeons, more blessings, more content that other people can't get to. And a lot of people are just waiting for something to get better, to be honest. A lot of people are waiting for things to get better in the game, like starseeds to become more accessible or the enhancement system to change, because as it is, it can't stay the way it is and expect people to want to play the game actively. Like, it's come to the point where I get on to just exchange my starseeds, kill bosses, and I get off and go play another game. So honestly, things need to change when it comes to starseeds in total. But that's going to be another rant for another video. I'm just going to go ahead and end this here. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and share. Peace.